checking out Utah's opening lineup. We've got George. Nurkic is out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Hendricks in at the power forward. And for the Lakers, Hachimura is the 4 with Ayton playing the 5. Marcus Smart is out there with Doncic. And it's Reeves in at the 3 spot. As we enter tonight's game, there is a clear favorite, RJ, in this one.
That's true. I can tell you something else. Underdogs do win, and they do hear all the noise, so let's let this game be decided on the court.
Now, here's Doncic. Lets it go with the 3. It's good from long range.
And the defense has to be aggressive with Luka from range. Give him any space, and he is looking to pull.
Here's Mikhailuk, guarded by Smart. Now, Nurkic, shot clock at 5. Markkanen from outside. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Here's Reeves. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
This is what he does. Reeves with a scorer's mentality.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Los Angeles' head coach had a few moments to share with me. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight, and he said we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Back to you guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. So it's Utah now. Marcus Smart missing that last shot. It's good.
At 7 feet, getting in Nurkic's way this close is hard to do.
For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Back to Reeves. Pass to Smart. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. To the inside. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by George.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. He's a nimble guy for someone with that size. Ayton can get off of his feet quick for a lob.
Right wing. Doncic against George. Here's Mikhailuk. It's good. This game is all even.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is Hachimura. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Here's Doncic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And this summer, Greg, new contracts for LeBron and Luka. And the Lakers have reloaded around their stars.
And there are always high expectations when you don the purple and gold, but some tough competition in the West. They will have their work cut out for them.
And the layup's good off the glass. Doncic has got 5.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Markkanen against Reeves. The 3 for Doncic. And he's good on the 3 ball. He's got 8.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Turn your attention to the court. It's your Lakers Fight Squad.
November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at Los Angeles, third best record here in the early going. And, of course, the Utah Jazz, 5 games behind.
You know, for Los Angeles, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you've got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early. And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Reeves with the screen on George. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebound, Utah. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team. Markkanen passes to Nurkic. Double team on Nurkic. And here's George for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against Milwaukee. Reeves. The quick look, no good that time.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Markkanen, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Lakers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Smart finds Doncic. Over George. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Doncic has got 10 points in the game. Pass to Hendricks. On the wing, Markkanen. He's defended by Reeves. Here's Hendricks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Connects from 3-point range.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here, defending the triple.
Pass to Doncic. Outside for Smart. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Markkanen passes to Hendricks. Nice ball movement by Utah. Markkanen can't get it to go.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Pass to Smart. Puts up a 3. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And it's big when Smart is hitting from deep. Really helps open up this offense.
Here's George. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Good on the shot.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it, but hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
Let's check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. The Lakers second.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Markkanen in the corner for the three. A shot's good on the assist by George. Markkanen's got 5.
How about the confidence? Markkanen looking fearless from the corner.
Pass to Reeves. From past the arc, Hendricks pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now, here is George. Markkanen a screen on Doncic. There's the lob to Markkanen. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
They put it up, and Markkanen just powers it through.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. It's a 3-point game. Nine feet out. That shot, no good. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Outside, George. And it's off from 3-point range. Lakers have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Smart passes to Reeves. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Reeves has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Reeves has a great ability to finish, and he knows how to work inside.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
Thanks a lot. The Lakers are always thinking title. Coach J.J. Redick said, everything I've ever done in this sport has been crystallized into how can I win a championship? I got close as a college player and as an NBA player. My hope and goal is to bring the Lakers their 18th NBA championship as head coach. Back to you.
Yep, eyes on the prize. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Markkanen from outside. A shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
It's bandstand time. Get ready to win like everyone's watching. Lakers on the move. Let's see what we've got. Oh, sit down.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Hayes is checked in for Ayton. Jake LaRavia comes in for Austin Reeves. Connect, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. And Smith's subbed in for Doncic. Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. Collier comes in for Mikhailuk. Hachimura with it. Hasn't made one yet. Smith outside. From outside the arc, bangs home the trifecta.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
George looking over the floor. Here's Collier. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
LaRavia passes to Smith over George. Smith, no good. Utah leading. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, the Jazz have traded away a lot of their veterans. All-star Lauri Markkanen still remains. After a down shooting season a year ago, perhaps he needs to build his value back up around the league before they would consider moving him.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. We appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. Now, Laravia. After Lauri Markkanen misses from long range. And it's Connect in the corner. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. And the Lakers lead by 2.
You have to stay attached to Connect. He's a terrific off-ball threat. And it really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Hayes with the screen for Smith. From the arc. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside, George. And Filipowski now top of the key. Pass to Collier. Now Markkanen, 6 to shoot. Markkanen missing again. Smith against George. And here's Hayes. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Smith outside. Hachimura with a screen on George. Smith, no luck. Markkanen looking it over. Over to the wing. Collier gets a very good look and converts.
The assist from Lauri.
Fires from 18. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Jazz lead by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Filipowski's out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Bailey. Then it's Collier. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2-guard spot.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Bailey with the ball. He's defended by Laravia. Here's Collier. Off target from the wing. To the Jazz, their last game, a loss to Atlanta.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
Well, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. Yeah, it was rough.
Here's Collier following the bucket by the Lakers. Here's Sensabaugh. No good with the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Reeves the pass to Laravia. Hits it from 3-point range. And now a 3-point Laker lead.
Always ready to put the team first. Reeves wants the ball in the hands of the most ready scorer.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Back to Filipowski. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Agreed. He's just too dominant inside. So you're better off stopping him from getting the ball in the first place.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. So it's Utah now after the basket by the Lakers. Love, no good.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here's Laravia. Pass to Vanderbilt. That 3 off the mark. Jazz trail by 3. And it's Bailey in the corner. There's the 3. Reeves with the rebound.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
When you look at the recent big threes in the NBA, RJ, it seems like they've failed more than they've succeeded.
That's because some teams just acquire stars without considering how their games will complement each other, often forcing guys into a role that they're not suited for.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Dalton Connect. Then for the Jazz, Hendricks is checked in, and Lauri Markkanen subbed in for Bailey. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Collier. The three. The Jazz with another miss. Reeves right side to the middle. Here's Ayton. Shoots over Filipowski. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Reeves.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Markkanen. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And once Markkanen flips the switch, it's fun to watch. Love seeing him be that aggressive.
Back to Doncic. And the three off target. Jazz trail by 3. Here's Mikhailuk. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Pass to Filipowski. Clock at 6. Here's Hendricks. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. But Trey Filipowski grabs the board.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Markkanen. Now Filipowski. 8 points his last outing for 3. And Lauri Markkanen good for 3. Markkanen's got it all tied up now for Utah.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Now here's Doncic. 12 points for him. Doncic going to work.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Richard, what do you see in what Luka Doncic sees on the floor?
Well, Kevin, I think he's tracking all 5 defensive players and all 4 of his offensive teammates. He always seems to find a way to get players involved.
Here's Reeves after the basket by Utah. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Hachimura, no good. Here's Collier. He's covered by Hachimura. Here's Ayton. Back to Doncic. Pass to Ayton. Laravia with the screen. From downtown, Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Collier. Outside, Markkanen. And they double up Markkanen. Here's Mikhailuk. Good on the triple. And now a 3-point Utah lead.
Nice read from the big fella. Markkanen demonstrating a solid feel with his passing.
Pass to Reeves. 3-pointer. Hendricks pulls it in.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Reeves in the corner. Doncic bounce pass. Reeves with the screen for Doncic. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Here's Mikhailuk. He has 6. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Markkanen's got the lead up to 6 now for the Jazz.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Heading to the court, the Laker girls. Let's make some noise.
He's checked in for Los Angeles. Marcus Smart comes in for Austin Reeves. Nurkic checked in for Utah. Keontae George comes in for Collier. And here is Ayton. 20 points for him last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backcourt.
Now Markkanen following Hachimura's three-point attempt. GA effort coaches talk about slicing the NBA schedule into 10-game increments. Is that something that you recall when you played?
Well, keeping focused on portions of a long season can keep players focused, especially during road trips. Big goals are reached through small steps.
First free throw is good. So, RJ, one of the stories for the Lakers last season were the strides that Austin Reeves took as a player.
Reeves increased his scoring averages, going from about 16 points a game to over 20. He is a steady source of offense, and I don't think there's any argument that he is one of the best bargains in this league.
And so he hits both. Doncic with it, coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. Trying to end the drought. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Oh, nice touch on Luka's mid-range there. The product of a lot of practice time and natural talent.
George passes to Markkanen. Another miss by Utah.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Takes a step back. And it's Doncic missing. Utah leading by 6. Nice D from Doncic.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Back to you guys.
Ooh, that's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thank you for the report.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Pass to Hachimura. Back to Doncic. Over George. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Here's the Jazz with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Here's Mikhailuk. He's got 8. George finds Markkanen. Misses the 3. Lakers trail by 6. Inside. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Markkanen. Outside, George. Pass to Hendricks. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Doncic has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Los Angeles. 43 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Markkanen in the corner. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
Looking for George. He gets it there. Back to Markkanen. The Jazz with another miss. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. It's the Jazz leading by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Los Angeles.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And that game against the Bulls. On paper, these teams are pretty even. So what will be the determining factor there, Ernie? I'm not sure, but they gotta avoid mental errors.
Shaq, you agree with Kenny?
Not on most things, but this case, yeah,
Maybe.
yes.
It took you too long.
Time to talk now about what we saw in that first half of play. Lauri Markkanen was putting on a show.
He's imposing his will at the offensive end. Points are coming from down low. You know what I'm saying? Ernie, you ever get low?
Oh, I could drop it to the floor. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Lauri Markkanen having a dominant impact in this game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Hachimura is the 4 with Ayton playing the 5. Luka Doncic out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Reeves in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5. Now Reeves. After Lauri Markkanen misses from long range. Count it. 24 points for Luka Doncic.
The skill of Doncic at 6'7", 230, it makes him an impossible matchup defensively.
To the right side. Doncic against George. Pass to Markkanen. A three-pointer, no good. The Lakers trail. Smart deciding where to go with it. Now Doncic. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Markkanen passes to Hendricks. Shoots over Hachimura. Hendricks, good. Hendricks has got 5 points so far.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Pass to Hachimura. To the paint. Outside for Smart. For the tie. Rebounded by the Jazz. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
And rising with such ease, Markkanen likes to get up top to bring it down.
Ayton finds Reeves, and it's Hachimura in the corner. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Reeves outside, just 4 to shoot. Hendricks pulls it in. Hendricks has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
No good from outside.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Reeves against Markkanen. Now, here's Doncic. Defense right on him. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Jazz leading by 5. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Mikhailuk. From outside, off the mark. Lakers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming up Milwaukee at the break.
I'll tell you, Smart is money when the shot is in rhythm.
Jazz have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Here's Hendricks. On the wing, Markkanen. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Markkanen's got 5 points now this quarter. George against Doncic. Doncic converts inside.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Here's George, and he uses the glass on the layup. George has got 7 points.
What I want to know is where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
Outside, Smart. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. No good on the 3.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Pass to Hendricks. Here's Mikhailuk. Trains it from beyond the arc. And now it's an 8-point Utah lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
A 3-pointer is right on target.
Not giving an inch. Smart with the answer 3.
George passes to Hendricks. Pass to Mikhailuk. And Utah, another 3.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Ayton finds Doncic. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Prolific from deep in the first half. He's trying to continue that.
Now George. He has 7. Outside, Markkanen. That ball's nice speed that time from George. George has got his 9th assist in the game now. Lakers trail by 8. On the wing, Doncic. Over George. Off the left rim and out. For Utah, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Here's Hendricks. He's got 5. Here's Markkanen. Nails the baby hook. Markkanen's got 10 points here in the second half.
Look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
The 3 for Doncic. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Markkanen from outside. And it's Smart with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Hachimura. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Jazz leading by 7. Mikhailuk passes to George. Outside, Markkanen. No good on the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Stolen by Markkanen. Pass to Hendricks. Shoots the 3. They grab their own miss. There's the lob to Markkanen. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Making a change here. Collier's checked in. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in team free throws. 5th, the Jazz.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Now here is Hachimura. Still without a basket. Ayton, the pass to Smart. Reeves outside. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Not afraid to throw his big body around. Ayton good at keeping plays going.
Pass to Hendricks. On the wing, Markkanen. He's defended by Reeves. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Doncic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Smart, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
As a player, a rough first half, look, it can wake you up. Sometimes it leads to much improved play in the second half.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Jazz.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
This is surely a spot that Marcus Smart has shown signs of being really good. He's definitely improved from the moment that he came into the league until now.
Pass to Hendricks. Off target from three-point range.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole three-pointer came in the first half.
Laravia finds Hachimura. Bounce pass from Smart. Here's Doncic. Luka blows right through the contact.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
George passes to Filipowski. Pass to Mikhailuk. Now George, guarded by Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. George, no good. Here are the Lakers with the ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Here's Laravia. For the tie. And it's Ayton missing. Utah leading. Here's George. Stolen by Smart. Pass to Doncic. Now here's Ayton. Lakers working the ball around now. And that one's good. Hachimura. Hachimura's got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Collier, guarded by Smart. That one good for 2. Collier's got 6.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Pass to Hachimura. Now here's Ayton, defended by Filipowski. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Hendricks, good.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. We'll go for a different look here. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Vanderbilt comes in for Rui Hachimura. Connect, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. And James subbed in for Luka Doncic. Utah also making some changes. Sheboy's checked in. And Lauri Markkanen subbed in for Mikhailuk. 1:22 left to play here in the third. Down low, here's Connect.
Rising up, Dalton, Connect.
And the Jazz with possession here. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Collier. A free ball, nailed from three-point land. Collier's got 5 points in the quarter.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
James outside. Hayes the pass to LaRavia. James the bounce pass. Shot clock at 6. Vanderbilt finds Connect. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Well, that's what you get when you go for style points with the fadeaway. And look, he paid the price.
Shoots from the baseline. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's LaRavia. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on Filipowski. For Los Angeles, they have shot just 1 free throw early. 1 for 1 in the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
6 seconds left here in the third quarter. Got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Tie game in Los Angeles. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this one?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So on the floor for Utah, we've got Bailey. Kyle Filipowski is out there with Markkanen. Then it's Collier. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2. Here's Collier. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Collier. Markkanen against Vanderbilt. Here's Sensabaugh. Just 3 to shoot. Off target with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And here is Vanderbilt. Now connect. Off target from outside. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Markkanen inside the line. It's rebounded by Hayes. The Lakers leading. Here's Connect. Good. Nice job down low.
Well, Connect is not just a shooter. He's got the strength to handle that interior contact.
Pass to Markkanen. They set the pick. Fires for 3. The Jazz with another miss.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Now, here's Vanderbilt. And it's Hayes in the corner. Back to Connect. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Offline with his 3.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
The Jazz with another miss. Lakers leading by 4. To the paint. Trying to find Vanderbilt. Gets it to him. No good on the triple. The Jazz have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Pass to Sensabaugh. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. LaRavia finds Vanderbilt. Here's Reeves. Sinks the triple. Reeves has got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles.
Didn't get a 3 in the first half, but now he's on the board with his first triple of the game.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
T-shirt time. Let's see who wants one. Let's go crazy. You know what time it is? T-shirt time.
Some changes here for the Lakers. Hachimura comes in for Jake LaRavia. And Doncic is subbed in for Connect. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Jazz. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. He said to his players, "I believe in you. I know what we have." It was less about X's and O's and more about the team's identity. Guys, they play for one another.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Vanderbilt. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Jazz trail by 8. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Outside, Markkanen. Six on the shot clock. Here's Collier. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Reeves in the corner. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Outside, Markkanen. Rebounded by the Lakers. And here's Los Angeles. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Doncic, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
You got to reward the big fella when he runs like that. Markkanen looking determined to score in transition.
The Lakers with the ball. Following the bucket by the Jazz. Doncic kicks to Hachimura. No good from outside. Jazz trail by 6. Pass to Collier. Nice ball movement by Utah. Sensabaugh, and the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game.
Good setup from Nurkic. Unselfish play there.
Andre Ayton's checked in for Vanderbilt. Lakers leading by 3. And here is Doncic. Stolen by George. Mikhailuk passes to Hendricks, and the layup falls.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Reeves outside. Count that one. Reeves has got 5 points now in the quarter.
I love how assertive Reeves is. He is not bashful about trying his luck inside.
George with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. And George kicks to Markkanen. The shot's good. Markkanen's got 39.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And that one's good. Hachimura.
Well, Hachimura's inside-out scoring ability is what makes him so valuable to their offense.
Outside, Markkanen. Shoots over Hachimura. Lakers with the rebound. Ayton's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class leading. A baseline J. Hendricks pulls it in. Hendricks has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Mikhailuk. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Doncic dishes to Ayton. Reeves outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark, and it's Utah's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. George passes to Markkanen. Here's Mikhailuk, and Utah another 3.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Reeves outside. Back to Doncic. Here's Ayton. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Now, here is George. Outside, Markkanen. Nurkic kicks to Markkanen. Fires from deep. Rebound the Lakers. Reeves has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Ayton in the high post. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Now Markkanen. Here's Mikhailuk. He's defended by Reed. Mikhailuk passes to Markkanen. George against Doncic. Markkanen fires. Does not go.
And he needs to find other ways to contribute besides shooting. Sometimes you have to learn how to play well when you're not playing well.
Now Ayton. Oh, what an assist. Leading him to the bucket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Now Nurkic. Here's Mikhailuk. Markkanen misses the 3. Hachimura down low. Markkanen on him. Yeah, count it.
One thing you can say about Hachimura, he is not afraid of the challenge.
Jazz trail by 5. Here's Nurkic. We've got 1:55 left in the 4th quarter. They can't stop the run with that one.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Got it!
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter. Building out this lead brick by brick, they have taken a very methodical approach.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
Number 36, Marcus Smart.
Reeves against Markkanen. Strong move off the glass.
Accepting more of a leadership role over time. Markkanen not bashful at rising up to take huge shots.
Now here's Doncic. Leaves it in off the window.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Outside, George lets loose a 3. That does not go. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
I'm not sure what he was thinking. That's a weird pass.
Jazz trail by 7.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another.
And the defense has to know that taking away his 3 is the #1 priority. And he's hurt them all game long with that shot. It makes no sense.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Now, here's George. Beyond the arc. Can't get it.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about want. And he is playing with 110% effort.
It's off. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. From outside, rebound by Smart. And so the Lakers take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And now, let's send it over to Allie LaForce, standing by with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
We hope to see you again soon. Please remember to get home.
Luka, yes, another victory for you, but the games will keep coming. So what's the most important thing for this team to establish?
I mean, compete, the way we compete today from the start till the end. The game is never over, and just compete.
Well, you put together a full game tonight, and it paid off, guys.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that about wraps it up. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Luka Doncic.